close the casket. Thinking he a rapper, we gon' turn him to an actress. I don't ever start shit, but I ain't finna panic. If something don't add up, I just start subtracting. We ain't finna fold, we just keep adapting. I be on that Pauly shit, see, I just be reacting.
What's up, it's your boy Pauly. Welcome back to the channel. You can tell by the title exactly what we get into today. Before we get into today's video, I want to give a brief disclaimer. This last batch of reactions that you're gonna see with me wearing this honey golden graham 1 shoots and ladders hoodie along with this wheat colored Bass Pro Shop hat, these last videos are gonna be done slightly different. The way I'm gonna do it is whatever content that I'm reacting to or I'm reviewing, I am going to listen to it one time through. And if I really feel like I need to stop it, I will. But if not, I'm just going to listen to it one time through. And then I will give any comments or anything like that at the end of the video. And then that's it. So I don't want anybody to say, yo, Pauly, in the past, like you would spend 15, 20 minutes listening to somebody's song. Why did you only spend 3 to 5 minutes on my song? It's because this last batch of reactions, I'm trying to get as many in as possible. People have been hitting me up and saying, yo, Pauly, do you have slots available? Do you have slots available? And I did promise y'all, I said, if I possibly can do one last batch, I'll do so. So this is that last batch, but it's just not going to be as intricate as some of the other ones. Now, are we still going to vibe? Is it still going to be entertaining? Is it still going to be informative? Yes. With that being said, without further ado, you could tell by the title. All right, today we have a very, very special EP that we are about to review from the one and only From the one and only Theadamsmasher. It's too many thes. Today we're going to be reviewing a project, an EP from Theadamsmasher. Now, before we get started, I want to say something very, very quickly. First things first, this is called Farewell. No, it's not. It's not called that. This is called Farewell. Wait, no, this is called Farewell. No, wow, it's not. It's literally right here. It's called Farewell Care Package, the EP. It's 6 tracks. When I say 6 tracks, it's probably not 6 actual tracks because the first one is a trailer. If you know Theadamsmasher, you know with his EPs, he makes sure that there's a trailer involved in the beginning to kind of set the stage, set the scene, and things of that nature. So we're already prepared for that. So I'm thinking it's maybe 4 to 5 tracks altogether. One of them we have already reacted to. It was a music video called Fallen Flowers. I will clip that in somewhere. I probably will wait to the end, even though this is not the last track. Fallen Flowers is, okay, so it's the trailer, then it's 2 tracks, then it's Fallen Flowers. So when that time comes for that 3rd track, Fallen Flowers, I think I'm going to clip in the entire reaction. So just be aware of that. Don't be shocked like, whoa, why is Pauly like not wearing the same thing? It's fine. I want to clip it in so everything rolls smoothly and things like that. So that's how we're going to do it. Without me rambling, I do want to say this as well. I said I'm going to say one thing. I think I might have said this. Okay. Just be quiet. I want to add a fun fact before we get started. I have been doing YouTube for 7 years. How I met Theadamsmasher, he was just a subscriber on my YouTube channel. We didn't know each other. We didn't meet each other somewhere. He was just somebody who we would comment every now and again on the reactions that I did. He would give me ideas and tips for reactions and different things I should do. And he's actually one of the ones who recommended some music that really got my channel up and going. Flatbush Zombies, Loaf Music. It's a bunch of stuff that he recommended to me over the years that really got my channel, my main channel where I started at, it really got it going and actually got it monetized. So shout out to him. He was always been a day one, always show love. I didn't even know he did music for the longest time. It's crazy because this year I've been taking YouTube more serious than I ever have. And I also want to attribute that to him just supporting and showing love and making sure I stay on my grind and things of that nature. He's not the only one, but he definitely plays a key factor in keeping me on track and on this grind. So in honor of him, we're going to review this entire EP. We're going to react to it. It's not going to be like a heavy duty review. It's going to be more of like a chill, laid back. We're going to vibe out to it. I already know it's going to be some good content. It's going to be medicine music. I just feel it. I know it. I'm looking at the titles of some of these tracks right here. Need Me a Change, Hurts to Care, Fallen Flowers, take time, won't last. These are tracks that I already know they're going to be for the spirit, for the soul. So I'm not going to do a whole bunch of talking. We're going to get into this right now. We're going to see what it's hitting for.
Skyrocketing housing costs of many families in America living in a nightmare. The shortage of affordable housing is forcing them to choose between basic needs and a roof over their heads.
What started out as a benign bill about nutrition assistance now has the potential to criminalize unsheltered homelessness, according to housing advocate Joan Service.
As the fall school year kicks into high gear in much of the country, many schools are facing a shortage of teachers unlike any they have ever seen.
Surgeon General has declared a gun violence a public health crisis in America. Gun violence is the leading cause of death among children and adolescents in this country. More than half of U.S. adults say they or
wonder where they're getting them from.
Have experienced a gun.
They're not going and buying them legally.
See AI as a useful and cost-effective therapy for the growing number of people suffering from feelings of loneliness and isolation. Chatbots designed to boost well-being are already out there, and the demand for AI-based mental health services is expected to boom in the coming years.
Good Sunday morning. The U.S. Surgeon General calls it the defining public health crisis of our time. Mental health. 1 in 5 adults experience mental illness every year. Depression rates are at an all-time high, a figure that is rising. Nearly 50,000 Americans died by suicide last year, more than any year on record. The president says we are falling short.
There comes a time in a man's life where you have to cut your losses. Sometimes you have to break down before you rebuild.
Like it.
Sometimes you just have to say, enough.
Rolling. All right, yo, that was a lot. That was super intense. Let me speak on it very, very, very quickly. I'm not going to go too much into it because I can make a whole entire video just off of that trailer alone. But I want to speak on a couple of things that he spoke on. All facts. The school system is in shambles. Mental health is at an all-time high. Gun violence amongst teens. Listen to that right there. Gun violence amongst teens. These are not adults who are going into the store and purchasing firearms legally and then using them to cause crime and havoc and things of that nature. These are children. These are preteens and teenagers that are doing this. Where are they getting these guns from? You got to think about it logically for 2 seconds. They're not going to get them legally. So for the fact that every time a crime happens with a firearm with somebody who's underage, they want to boost a bunch of different laws and like, oh, put this law in the book, put this law in the book. It doesn't make sense because people who are law-abiding citizens are not committing these crimes. So making another law for somebody who doesn't follow the law is the dumbest thing that people can do, but for some reason they don't see that. Again, let me stop because I will spend an entire hour talking on that topic, and I try to keep politics and things, out of it for the most part. Again, mental health is something that we do not speak of enough amongst men, women, and children. It's a big issue. It is a crisis that's going on. He touched on it perfectly. It makes you want to just get up and leave. Pack your bag. Don't know where you're going to go because you don't know where this stuff is happening. You could move somewhere else and you realize it's worse there than where you were. But how I feel is it's going to come to a head. And then once enough people say, yo, I'm done with this. I'm not taking it no more. We're not doing this. We're not allowing our children to kill each other in the street. We're not going to allow them to be programmed when we know that there's other information out here that they could be learning, not just what you're telling them they should know. There's so much more out here. Other countries, their students are learning at college level by the time they're in 6th grade. Then we have 6th graders here that are barely able to read and write. It doesn't make sense. This is not an issue that we can't control. We can control it. There's just people that are choosing not to control it. Okay, I'm a hush. You definitely hit the head. That was perfect. That was amazing. That is a talking piece. You could play this for your family. Just that trailer. You could play that for your family. You could have a whole talking piece on that. Get everybody's opinion and things of that nature. That's why I love this artist right here, because he makes you think. You might say, I don't really like the sound. I don't really like the instrumental. I don't really like this. I don't really like that. But you're going to just miss the point of what he's talking about. You don't like this. You don't like that. But yet the real issue is probably you don't want to face the fact that he's talking that talk in a way where it's not gangster rap. He's not glorifying anything. He's telling you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. We're going to get into the next track. It's called Need Me a Change. Let's get it. Okay. It's a lyric video, so I'm going to kind of follow along. I never heard this. This is a blind reaction.
Worried about my son and my daughter.
Okay.
There's poison in the food, there's poison in the water. Schools keep changing, borderline pedophilic identity police. I don't trust it, I don't feel it. Only a few that be liking my post. IG, brief and green circles and ghosts. Been consistent so long and I'm still going broke. Gave my village the gems, they just lapped them with jokes. Extended my love for these artists and brands. Put food on the plate, put money in the hands.
You have to listen.
Wanted to show the love, give my people a chance. I really need me a change. I don't care, dog, where it's from. Let the winds come and watch.
Medicine music, I told you. I said it. You don't want to hear it, but you need to hear it. It's time for a change. Let's go.
Disregard you at best, then it flip the script and disrespect you at worst. Got you working all these agility shifts, long hauls through the J chain with short bursts. It demands every gift, but pays with every curse. Says you ain't man enough, so you head back to work. There's pain on my mind, sweat stains on my shirt. Dear Lord of the sky, how long does it hurt? I really need me a change. I don't care, dog, where it's from. Let the winds come and wash this away. A pure heart done got so numb. Yes, I really need me a change. I don't care where it's from. Let the winds come and wash this away. A pure heart done got so numb.
I'm going to say this right now. I'm not going to run it back, but the replay value on that is crazy. Need me a change. It's not what you want to hear, because people get so stuck in their ways, they do not want to change. That is a fact. But guess what? Sometimes you need to change. You need to say, you know what? Enough is enough. We need to switch this up. He was talking. Poison in the water, poison in the food. He's talking that talk. And we're not talking literal poison that's going to have you croak as soon as you eat it. It's gradual. It's so much stuff in the food that we know is not good for us. It's not going to do us any good. And there's nothing we can do about it. We can't take the stuff out the food. They were messing with, when I say they, I'm not saying anybody specific. I'm just saying they because I don't know exactly who to blame. But it was word that something was going on with the fruits and the vegetables. So you're telling me the healthiest thing that you said we could possibly consume is also contaminated? That's telling you something. People will go out of the country and they say the food tastes different. It smells different. It looks different, and it doesn't look worse. It's none of those things are worse. They saying it's better. It tastes better. It tastes fresher. I guess fresher is the word. More fresh. It tastes fresh. More fresh than it does here. However you want to spin it. It looks different, tastes different, smells different. Then you come back here and you're like, what the heck is this? You go out of the country and you look at the water. They test the water out of the country. It's coming back like it's the most amazing water. They said it tastes sweet. Then you come here and it's darn near stinks. It smells like sewage. Just like, what are we doing? What is really going on? So we need people out here. We don't want people out here. Let's not get it twisted. A lot of us don't want people out here that's going to talk like this. But we need people out here that's going to talk like this. It's that simple. We're going to get into the next track. It's called Hurts something. Hurts to Care. The next track is called Hurts to Care. Let's get into it. Okay. We vibing. What we doing? Okay.
Love really be so great without the fear, rage, pain, and hate. Yeah, all these four-letter words. Weight of the world that be testing on my nerves. In school, I got voted a lot. I wanted to accept the results. These youngins was cool, bringing a seat to the block. No accountability for their faults. Whoa, you ever had to get Sudoku? When you really knew you was poor, did you ever have to forgive your G's? In the middle of war, found out that they don't waste the love, so you had to double back and give them more. Yeah, you found out that they don't waste the love, so you had to double back and give them more. Whoa, yeah, I know it hurts to carry my G. Yeah, I really know it, even though it hurts to carry my G. I don't really show it. Yeah, carrying often is a growing pain, but that's all good. Yeah, carrying's just a growing pain.
Carrying is just a growing pain. Oh my God.
Like it was nothing. Forgave rivalries like it was nothing. I forgave his fights like it was nothing. Y'all not as hard as me and y'all frontin'. Cats trust me with their souls, then cats trust me with their secrets. I still never gave them away, even if they became the one I beef with. Right. You know the strength of a man is just
Talking. This is New Year's Eve for anybody who didn't know. This is New Year's Eve. This is that talk we need to hear going into the new year. You better tap in and listen.
Real strength, real patience, burst like lava. That aside, I'll take another shit for this business before I hop in the sauna. Wisdom like my papa and nurturing like my mama. Care for everything that's in my hands. I even got the name of the father, right? Real strength, real patience, burst like lava. That aside, I'll take another shit for this business before I hop in the sauna. Wisdom like my papa and nurturing like my mama. Care for everything that's in my hands. I even got the name of the father, right? Yeah, I know it hurts to carry my G. Yeah, I really know it, even though it hurts to carry my G. I don't really show it. Yeah, carrying often is a growing pain.
Facts.
But that's all good. Yeah, carrying's just a growing pain. Bring some love to the hood, okay? Bring some love to the hood. Bring the love to the hood. Bring some love to the hood. Bring some love to the hood, okay? Yeah.
Man,
bring some
what?
love to the hood. Bring the love to the hood. Bring some love to the hood. Bring some love to the hood, okay? Yeah.
You know what's going to happen? I know exactly what's going to happen. Somebody's going to be listening to something totally different, unrelated to this right here. They're going to run across this by mistake. Now, you're going to always have your people like me, like people that are fans of him, that are supporters of him, that are going to listen to it. They're going to get the message. They're going to apply it to their life. Boom. But this is out here for the people who don't want to hear it. They have no intention of looking this up. They actually will hear a piece of this and run the other way. But by mistake, they're going to come across this. They're going to listen to it. And boom, it's going to be a change. It's going to change them forever. That's why he did it. That's why it's out here. It's not for me. It's not for you who purposely clicked on this video or clicked onto this EP to say, I purposely need some medicine music. This is for the people who don't think they need it and don't want it, and they going to get it. It's going to change them. And once you change, it's no going back. Because once you know, you cannot unknow. And he's giving it to you right there. That's simple. Now, the next track is Fallen Flowers. I am going to clip that entire reaction in right now. Ooh, I like the scenery. I like the scenery. Oh, wow. Where is this?
My first love was my fellow swim coach. Bought her earrings off my first job. Yeah, I did the most, and I still got her, cause she was spoken for. My family loved her family. Shame we don't see them no more. Soon after that, a fresh crush off Instagram. Sudanese chick, down to earth. She knew my fam. Years later, I didn't ask for her hand. But her father said no. We both don't understand, but God knows best. Yes, God has other plans, but God God knows best. Yes, God has other plans. I'm just sitting with these lines in the sand. I'm just sitting with these lines in the sand.
I love this.
My fellow peer, a Yemeni engineer. Her intellect and her charm is what done draw me near. She was aiming for a stunning career. After half a year, I made the call, dog. I made my intentions clear. But after rejection, her family then disappeared. The shock left me in therapy, stuck with all these fears. Yeah, for real. She all done disappeared. I was left with tears. After a year, therapy was looking up. Quarantine, Ramadan, my G done had enough. So a special Zoom class I sought to join up. Yes, a special Zoom class I thought I'd join up. Egyptian connection, the curls was perfection. I was just in love with the vibe. A day at the park, phone convos at the dark. Then I found out I'm the man on the side. A few years passed, I fell for my workmate. Another Yemeni thing, we was moving weight. Close quarters, dog, I know y'all can relate. I was wary of my feelings, I know y'all can relate. I was wary of my feelings, so I procrastinated.
I love this. I'm saying that now. Y'all ain't never heard me say that. I love this right here. Everything for the visual.
She laughed and said that none of it was her deal. And we still on good terms until she had to go. Why she flirted with me past that, I'll never know. Yeah, I guess I'll never know. Why she flirted with me like that, I'll never know. I was at a mosque visiting my man on tour. The Syrian queen flirted with me at the door. I was shy, I felt I was way too old. She was a lady at my age, I was shocked she was so bold. I didn't trust her for months, I'm off guard. But 4 months and I admit I fell hard. Let her sweet talk me into renting her out a car. Then she left me with police tickets racing the boulevard. My God, had me screaming up at the stars. How many times, God, you gon' push me this far? But the answer's coming now. Should've never rented that car. Now some part of me wishes one would come back, but that's just wishful thinking. I put that in the back of my head. Those memories are dead. We must move on, we must forge ahead, we must forge ahead, we must forge ahead, yeah. Those memories are dead. I keep telling myself that we must forge ahead. Wishful thinking,
I want to say that every piece of that song in that visual, I loved it. From the instrumental, which was so chill and so calm, to what he was talking about, the vulnerability that he put out there when he's talking about past relationships and crushes and things like that. That's something we miss in this music culture so much, where as men, we can just put our feelings out there. We don't have artists that are willing to be this vulnerable in their music. He talked about multiple different relationships and situationships in this song right here, over this beautiful instrumental. And then he shot a music video, and the scenery is amazing. Like, this was, for me as a man, this was a breath of fresh air to hear him talk about it, because we all go through those kind of things, breakups, and you thought you was the guy, and you wasn't the guy, you was the guy on the side, and guess what? You might have been the main dude, and then she had another guy on the side, you know. So all those things happen, but to be able to talk about it and express it in your music, especially knowing you're going to reach so many people, that is a W. Shout out to the Theadamsmasher. This is a banger. All right, we are back. I hope you enjoyed that reaction. We're going to get into the next track. It is called Take Time. Let's get into it. Yo, can we appreciate... What is this called? It's a lyric video, but can we appreciate the video itself, like how well it's put together? He's not in this, of course, but it's still a presentation. I don't know what the science behind this was to pick these images and these visuals. W. Keeps you engaged. You can listen, you can watch. It's a vibe.
Nobody escaping. Take time with the placement.
Okay.
Let go, stop the chasing. All freedom feels amazing. Hey, make sure that you unwind. Take time to redefine. Take time.
What is this? What kind of sound is this?
Make sure that
love the lyric video because it feels like I already know the song.
Thinking too much, killing yourself, dog. You're thinking too much. Drop the weight or you'll never move up. No.
It feels like I know it. I've never heard this ever.
You're thinking too much, killing yourself, dog. You're
Thinking too much. Oh my.
Drop the weight or you'll never move up. No. Make sure that you unwind. Take time, free to find. Take time, you'll be fine. Yeah.
Okay. It's a vibe.
Make sure that you take time.
And he's still giving you knowledge.
I'm gonna mind. Take time off the grind. Yeah. I know that this life is so painful.
Okay.
I know that it's hard to stay faithful.
Go.
Best advice is to just take it slow. Yeah. I know that this life is so painful.
Okay.
I know that it's hard to stay faithful. The best advice is to just take it slow. Yeah. Make sure that you unwind.
Okay, go.
Take time, read a vine.
Go.
Take time, you'll be fine.
He's talking. This is positive music you can vibe to. It's not a negative word in this, and you can vibe to it still. It's taking nothing away. Imagine this playing in the club.
Make sure that you take time off the grind. Take time for your mind. Real, yeah. Make sure that you take time, you'll be fine. Take time just to chill. Real.
So you're telling me, oh nah, man, I can't vibe to that music, man. It's not, man. Nobody can make no music that's positive, and we can still vibe to it. Oh. It's right here. It's right here. You could play that anyway. Imagine you playing that in a club where he's saying, listen, take time for yourself. You don't have to worry. Listen, take time off the grind. Free your mind. Just chill. He's telling you just chill. Those are positive affirmations that are right there in your music. Imagine listening to that on your way to work, on your way when you're taking the kids to school, instead of all the other stuff you could be listening to. And I'm just as guilty of it. So let's not get it twisted. We listen to them artists that be talking that other talk too while we pulling up to the school. Boom. Listen, it is what it is. We all love that kind of music. We've been conditioned to love that kind of music. It's not going to change overnight. But this is some of the stuff that combats it. So what you could do is say, listen, every time I wake up, I'm going to play this. I'm just going to play it straight through. I might not be happy listening to it. But subconsciously, the positive affirmations are going to be more important to your day than you even realize. All right, we're going to get into this last track. Wow, this thing flew by. I'm enjoying myself. This is crazy. I didn't run them back because I wanted more talking pieces, and I wanted to just, listen to it once, speak my mind on it. And I feel like it came out really good so far. I feel like this EP is perfect for this time. If I didn't say it in the beginning, I know I said it at some point in the video that this is New Year's Eve. And what better time to drop this kind of package? It's called the Farewell Package. What better time to drop an EP called the Farewell Package? Oh, well, it's not called that. Wow, it's actually not called that. What better time to drop an EP called Farewell Care Package? I don't know why it's so hard for me to say that. What better time to drop an EP called Farewell Care Package than on New Year's Eve going into New Year's Day? You're basically saying farewell to 2024 going into 2025. You're saying farewell to all the old stuff that you're leaving behind. It doesn't have to be physical. You don't have to be moving out and then moving in. You don't have to be leaving the state or leaving the country. You don't have to be leaving, your family or your friends or the person that your significant other. It doesn't mean that you're not saying farewell physically. You could be saying that too, but it's more or less you're saying farewell mentally, emotionally. You're leaving all that stuff behind, and then you're starting new for this year. And some people understand that this is not even technically the new year, quote unquote, but again, we've all been conditioned to say, okay, you know, December into January, that's the new year. So we're just going with it. And again, this is symbolic, showing you farewell to the old, here's the new. And we can take this, which is right on that cusp of dropping right at the end of 2024, and we can take this and bring it into 2025 and use it to our advantage when we need it. I want to say shout out to the Theadamsmasher, WEP. We're going to listen to this last track right here. It's called Won't Last. I have to say I appreciate you more than you ever know, not just for helping me and supporting me on my journey with YouTube and in life in general. You've been there for a whole bunch of times when, you know, we were just kicking it and we talking and, you know, all that kind of stuff. But I want to say I appreciate you for putting this kind of music out. I have children. I have family members that I would love for them to hear this. I can send this to them and say, hey, check this out. Put this message in your ear. Because sometimes people don't always listen to me. I be talking this talk too. I just talking in a different way. People don't always like listening to me, but I can send them something like this and they can get that same kind of talk. Sometimes it's better when it's delivered by somebody else. So thank you. I appreciate you. Listen, there's a special place for you somewhere for doing this for the people. I don't care if 2 people or 3 people see this. It's not about who sees it. It's about the energy that you put out in the universe, and you're definitely doing your thing. You always have my support. We're going to get into this last track, and then we're going to end it here. Won't last. Let's see. Again, I love the lyric videos because it feels like I already know it by watching it, if that makes sense. So I'm singing along, and I've never heard it before. It's genius. It's actually genius. Okay, slow flow. Oh, that was it. He switched it up too. I like that switch up, how he does it slow, then he speeds it up. Okay.
Pressure makes diamonds. Doesn't mean that it feels right. No trial out here that we can't bear. Doesn't mean that it feels like my papa taught about that. So I don't question why my heroes dying. Found peace in the fact that my time will come. Still doesn't really stop me from crying. Won't let a hard time humble my grace. Rain from the sky, keep a smile on my face. Want a piece of the pie, so I learned how to bake. Wrestle with the time and I wrestle with the space. People question my strength on such a naked planet. I cried, put my finger to the sky. Even I don't understand it, no. Won't last. I know that it won't last.
I'm interested why he chose that flow. I mean, it goes, but you know, it's definitely different.
Noah had flood.
Go.
Lut had 2 cities, dog, and both got buried in mud. Had to purify by water, then purify by fire. The chiseling of the
I like the ad-libs in the back too.
No adder won't fake, no I won't play pretend. Champion, no break, we flexible brother band. They see me on the street, talking to myself again. Yeah, they see me on the beat, I done taught myself again, yo.
I like that slow. It's like a chant. It's like a mantra type of thing. Fluctuation.
Gonna get at my own. Yeah, moving up and on, moving up to the stratosphere. Y'all know that Theadamsmasher dog, being different atmosphere for real. Leave all that pain just behind us.
Yeah.
That pain dog will become fine dust.
Listen, I do apologize for anybody that came here and really wanted me to critique this. But for one, I couldn't do it. I honestly didn't have it in me to come and critique every little thing. So I do apologize to the Adam Smasher. I apologize to anybody who wanted to tap into this, to see me pick each track apart and talk about each thing from the instrumental to this, that, and the third. But I want to say that I honestly wanted to just enjoy this and listen to it and then give some commentary and some feedback, but not go too crazy and say, oh, let me run it back. Oh, let me do this. Let me do that. I feel like I would have did everybody a disservice to do it like that. But I really got the chance to vibe out. It changed my entire mood for today. I actually woke up super early and I couldn't get back to sleep. I finally got back to sleep and then I woke back up at like 10 o'clock. I know y'all don't care about any of that, but I'm just saying I had a super slow start today and this really picked up my energy 150%. I honestly hope this can do the same for you. Go into 2025 with this mindset that you're leaving the old stuff in the past and you have a new start. It's a new beginning. Use it as a ritual, not just a typical ritual that they show you. Oh, you know, I'm going to do this. Here's my goal for this. I'm going to eat better. I'm going to exercise. No, just set a goal, whatever it is, keep it to yourself and start executing it one day at a time. That's it in this video. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe if you are brand new to the channel. If you're not brand new to the channel, but you haven't subscribed yet, now is your time to do so. It's 100% free. It means a lot. It helps us more than you know. Other than that, I love y'all so much. See y'all next time.
Love really wouldn't be so great without the fear, rage, pain, and hate. Yeah, all these four-letter words. Weight of the world that be testing on my nerves.